Maundy Thursday. Brown, the color of his eyes. They dance when he laughs, they shine when he cries. So much light in those windows to his soul, but tonight there is something else there. A lack of light, a giving up of the fight. I hope it's not true, that I might be wrong, but something is off in those deep brown eyes. Black, the color of the dirt and soot on my feet and my toes. It makes me feel dirty all over. He looks at me like he knows there's dirt on the outside, but on the inside too. Dirt on my heart. And he stands up and starts to pick up the pitcher of water. As I have loved you, you must love one another, he says, and I look around the room at my brothers. Then I look down at my blackened, dirty feet. White, the color of the cloak which he gently takes off, bending down over the basin and saying, "Come and let me wash your feet." We didn't expect this. We came to eat, to celebrate, to remember, to serve him, not to be served by him. And yet there he is, kneeling down with a water and a towel, calling us to be washed by him. And as he washes our feet, the water splashes on to that neatly wrapped white cloak. Tan, the color of the bread in his hand. He picks it up and then he stands holding it up and giving thanks. With shaking hands, he breaks the bread, not eating it, but instead giving a piece to each of us. We take it with puzzled looks. Everyone is clearly shook. What is going on? We look at the bread, unleavened and tan, and we eat. Red, the color of the wine that he holds up, then passes around in that clay cup so that each of us can drink from it. It is his blood, he said, that soon will be shed for us and for many more. What can he mean? Is this just a bad dream? How can this be real? What is it that he feels? We are worried. This is not right. He is the light of the world, but his light has dimmed. What is wrong with him? I look at my shirt and see a stain from the deep red wine. Brown, the color of his eyes, the light gone dim. He reveals his betrayer and watches him as he gets up and walks out. The rest of us remain, not a sound, no conversation to sustain. What is going on? He'll be betrayed by our brother. Betrayed how? To whom? Couldn't it be another? His eyes not mad, just tired and sad, so worn, resigned, his deep brown eyes. Blue, it is the color of the hue, covering everything with a blanket of night. Stay awake, he says, but we cannot fight off the urge to close our eyes. We awake with the shake of his foot in our sides, but we're ashamed and hurt in our pride, and yet still we fall asleep again. But then we awake with a start. The betrayer is back, playing his part in this twisted game of power. No one knows the time or the hour, just that it's late, and the world is blanketed in blue. Orange, the color made from the lanterns and their flickering flames. Do what you've come for, he says, and the one to blame comes and kisses him. Love and friendship shared so many times with this sign, but now it is not this time. Now it is a sign of betrayal and hate. What happened to this disciple to create such feelings of bitterness and distrust? A betrayer in the midst of us? With soldiers and scuffling and swords, he yells out as we come toward the soldiers to protect him. But he doesn't want saving. The only blood to be shed is his own, only his and his alone. He heals a servant and gives into the arrest. And I look around at all of this mess, and all I can see is the flicker of orange flames on the face of the one that I call Lord. Brown. The color of the eyes I see for one last time. Those eyes so wise, passionate, and kind, but not now. They seem resigned somehow to all that is about to happen. He looks at us one by one as if to say it is done. And we know that it's time to leave. Part of me wants to run, but the other part wants to cleave to his side, to never let go. Is this the end? How can he just commend his life into the hands of these men? And I look for one last time into those deep, dark, brown eyes. And then he is gone.